the managing director of the electricity company of Ghana, Samuel Dubik Mahama, has expressed concerns about the safety and well-being of his family. Speaking on PM Express with Evans Mensah, the ECG boss said there have been threats on his life and that of his family due to the recent power outages. The managing director further emphasized that the challenges he faces are often exacerbated when false accusations are made against him or the power distribution company.
Even before the show, I told you where to find what rate was used. And I told you point blank that on this show, I don't want to be seen here trying to defend myself because everybody will have their day.
Okay.
This is they took to Twitter to do what they wanted to do. Let everybody have their day because let's be fair. Let's be fair.
But this is your day. Well, where else?
No. I will not use this media because I am under. They could have come to me under RTI. Evans, my doors are always open.
Okay.
You can ask
they've written formally.
You can ask every single person. You never say you called me and I didn't pick up.
Okay.
If you've seen something like this, why don't you call me for the requisite explanation?
But you're confirming that they have filed an RTI request with your office?
I haven't received a copy yet. Have they filed it?
Okay.
If they have filed it, then I'm waiting to receive a copy.
Okay.
And I will respond to it diligently.
Okay.
Because we are getting to a point in our country's life that waking up in the morning and brandishing things that are not true is not fair. I told you something. Doing this job is not the easiest thing. To have your life being threatened, to have your life of your kids and all of that, putting it in limbo, it's not fair. So has
that happened to you?
My brother, yes. And you know, the funny thing is, it's always when it's about people complaining that somebody has taken some amount of money or something has been moved. It's not fair. Get the facts right.
Okay.
There are people's reputations at stake here. You just don't sit down the swing of a bat. Just say what you've seen when you haven't even verified. Because I believe strongly when you find something, you give somebody the benefit of the doubt.
Mm. Meanwhile, former Energy Minister Amakofi Boa says the ECG has been helpless in the execution of its mandate.
Well, I wish my good friend, the ECG MD, were focused on the challenges ECG has. And I'll talk about ECG challenges. ECG is the weakest link in the value chain. It's the biggest headache in the energy sector. And it's a fact. If you recall, what causes doomsday is not always one thing. It could be generational shortfall, the issue of fuel, and financial challenges in getting some of these things done. So it's always all these factors coming together to create doomsday. Today, as we speak, and I'm happy the MB is on. Today, as we speak, the reason we don't have a generational shortfall and say that we don't have doomsday in terms of generational shortfall is that the MD of ECG rushes to buy heavy fuel oil for AXA today. The only reason why AXA is operating is that ECG bought AXA heavy fuel oil to operate. Sometimes in the midst of crisis, we rush, but there are bigger issues, and those are the bigger issues that are confronting us. And so
but at least you accept that as we speak, the erratic power supply is not because of lack of money to buy gas.
By the time I finish, you probably get a better answer. In the last few days, we've had problems. And I said the problem we are facing now is leadership, management problem, both financial and technical. Today, as we speak, for example, TAPCO in Takoradi was shut down because they wanted to fix a rotor problem. It's taking 4 months for that rotor to come in. It just arrived today. So, for example, if a decision that we knew would take 4 months to happen, if probably in hindsight, we wouldn't have shut down the plant.